Welcome to TheYetiRadio.com. The Yeti Radio, powered by DavidLeeMachine.com.
All right, let's get to work.
3, 2, 1.
Let's do this.
The Phoenix Music Scene on TheYetiRadio.com.
Good evening, everybody. Welcome to TheYetiRadio.com. Tonight we have Mr. KENYON France live in studio for an interview tonight, and this is going to be amazing. The young man is extremely talented and has some great music, and we get to look into his path to where he's at in life today. So tune in right here on the Yeti Radio. First up, we're going to start off with one of his tracks. It's called I Want You, right here on the Yeti Radio.
You're my adrenaline, my love's wearing thin. I can't get enough of it. You're under my skin, no sweeter substitute, nothing else will do. I want you every day and night. I got an appetite, nothing to lose. I want you. You got me on my knees, now I'm begging please, stuck in between. Oh, oh, oh. I can feel my walls closing in. You're everything I crave. Can't stop this from happening, but there's no other way. Got me feeling hypnotized. I'm losing my mind. I want you every day and night. I got an appetite, nothing to lose. I want you. You got me on my knees, now I'm begging please, stuck in a dream. Oh, oh, oh. No sweeter substitute, nothing else will do. I want you every day and night. I got an appetite, nothing to lose. I want you. You got me on my knees, now I'm begging please, stuck in between. I want you every day and night. I got an appetite, nothing to lose. I want you. You got me on my knees, now I'm begging please, but you're no good for me. Oh, 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 yeah.
Mr. KENYON France, right here in the Yeti Radio studio. Welcome, sir.
Thank you. Thank you for having me.
Oh, my pleasure, for sure. Oh, this has been a wild ride so far. I know since well, we haven't officially met till today.
Yeah,
but
exactly.
We've known of each other for some time, so
Right.
And it's been very, very fun watching and getting to see a couple of the things that you've got to go through.
Yeah.
So it is very awesome. How long have you been playing music?
Let's see. I started guitar lessons back in 8th grade. So that's when I was 14. So about 9 years I've been playing guitar. I took like a semester of school guitar classes. And then after that, just kind of continued on my own. And then I moved here from North Dakota in 2015. And then 2016, I started taking vocal lessons, started kind of doing some different things, shows wise and stuff, and then just kind of started booking after that. So I'd say probably 5-6 years, like seriously been pursuing music and kind of been in it. Yeah.
What prompted North Dakota to Arizona?
Oh man, yeah, it's quite a difference. But no, my family, I had grown up in North Dakota, and then there was a big oil boom in the town. So we lived in a small town, probably 15,000-20,000 people. And then after the oil boom, it increased to maybe 40,000-50,000, but in a small area. And so it just brought in a lot of different things. Wasn't the best place for family to kind of grow up. My mom was tired of the cold. It would get down to negative 30, negative 40 in the winters, and snow 9-10 months of the year. And so we had family down here, got to come to the heat, complete opposite. But I love it here, though. I do.
You didn't move in the summertime, did you?
We did.
Oh,
in June,
my God.
Beginning of June. we really wanted
go
the
from
full
minus
effect.
40 to plus 120.
Yeah, no, it's crazy. I think I've been back in the winter once, and it was,
Horrid.
Yeah. 70s is cold to me now, so.
After spending some time in the Air Force and hearing the horror stories from some friends, Minot, I'm like, no.
Yeah. That was 2 hours from there.
Okay.
Yeah,
it's
cool.
Definitely some crazy stories from up there.
For sure.
What got you started in music?
So at first it kind of just started out as kind of a hobby. Again, I just, there was a free semester to play some guitar. I'm like, shoot, might as well do that. And then just going through some different tragedies in my life, it was kind of that coping mechanism, very therapeutic, as I started to songwrite and different things of the sort. And then seeing how much it helped me, I kind of wanted to be able to do that for other people, in writing songs that I could connect to other people, writing songs that would maybe bring some happiness or some joy to other people. And then and then it's slowly turned from a hobby just to kind of like a lifestyle, if you will.
Okay.
So,
awesome.
Yeah.
So how many bands have you been in so far?
Just one.
Just one?
Just one, yeah. It was a fun ride.
Yes. Definitely, for sure. That was some good stuff.
Yeah.
I was looking forward to it, and then then it kind of went away.
Yeah, it did. But I'm very, very thankful for the time in that. I definitely learned a lot of different things from that, as a person, but also as a musician, and it's definitely helped grow my performance and things like that. So very thankful for that time, and I know that seasons come and go, but hoping to maybe get into something again soon.
Awesome. So what are some of your biggest highlights so far?
That's a good question.
Or biggest accomplishments?
Yeah. Well, being a part of the band, I know that we one of the coolest places we played was Whiskey A Go Go in LA. Very historic venue over there. So it was awesome for the opportunity for that. Played the different fairs and stuff like that. I got some opportunities to go back to North Dakota and play out there, which was really cool. Starting there and then coming back years later as a seasoned musician,
right?
And then be able to kind of see old friends and family come out and support it. And then, honestly, just kind of where music has brought me in terms of being able to meet different people, as you,
right? Definitely
being able to kind of see different people, and it's really taught me a lot about myself as well.
Awesome. Do you have any non-musical inspirations for your music?
Non-musical inspirations?
Yeah.
So, like,
people,
the opposite of music? Oh, wait.
Well,
okay, non-musical inspirations.
Yes.
Got you. Let's see. So inspirations. that aren't pertaining to music. Is that what you mean?
Yeah, we'll go with that.
Okay. I don't know. I definitely have some different inspirations. Just I guess like being in the band, there was a lot of kind of bands from back in the day that I kind of took some inspiration from.
Okay.
But never really had like listened to that type of music before. I mean, so we're talking Jimi Hendrix, Led Zeppelin, those sort of things, which I listen to now, on the other side of that. But yeah, I mean, I'd probably say a few of those.
Okay.
Yeah.
So other than Hendrix and Zeppelin, some more musical influences?
Yeah, actually, believe it or not, my first one was Ed Sheeran.
Okay.
So I just really liked, I know at the beginning of his career, I don't know if he so much now, but he would just use his guitar and like a loop pedal and be able to, play to a whole venue, just with him and his guitar. And so it was always inspiring to see that, knowing that you don't need all this big production to kind of capture a crowd if you can write a good song, good lyrics. And so that was probably like my biggest thing at first. I got the Ed Sheeran replica guitar for my graduation and stuff. So, but then I think just kind of as I continued different season in life, like I said, with a band and then as I kind of dive into different things, there's always just different inspirations that can kind of come up and kind of in the season of life. But I would say, Ed Sheeran was definitely my first biggest musical inspiration.
Okay,
yeah.
Awesome. Do you have any off-the-wall pre-show rituals?
I call it pee and pray, actually. So I just made that up a couple weeks ago. But I mean, that's what I do. I just go to the bathroom. I have a tiny bladder, always drinking tons of water before the show. Pray that it goes well, and then that's pretty much it. So I wouldn't say too off the wall, but pee and pray.
Awesome. So what is your songwriting process?
It definitely varies. I think when I was first starting, I wouldn't even really have, I suppose, any direction of where I wanted to go, but it was more so, okay, this is a cool chord progression, so play it out a few times, and then kind of start putting lyrics to that. And then, now I'm at the point where I can kind of write maybe a melody line, and then figure out the chords for those. Sometimes it's just an inspiration. Oh, excuse me. But I'll always keep like my phone nearby to with my notepad open, so can always just add in lyrics and different things like that. But I think it's always changing. Sometimes it'll be the chords first. Sometimes it'll be the lyrics first, and then adding the chords to that. And recently, I've also started to try to get to some different like co-writing, which is difficult. But just because I've never done it. But so yeah, the process is honestly always changing for me, but always trying to write something that is authentic to me, because I feel like when I do that, you can sense that through the connection of the song.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
That's true.
Yeah, for sure, for sure.
So what makes your music unique?
I would probably just say, honestly, the authenticity piece of it. I think of course I have inspirations, but I try to be very careful not to let those inspirations switch over into where I'm becoming something else, becoming somebody else in my writing style. And so honestly, the biggest thing is in writing for me is like, does this feel right? And and so if I'm happy with it, then I'm, no matter the results of it, then I'm going to be happy with it regardless, as long as it's something that's authentic to me. So I just say that's the biggest thing that I focus on, is just making sure that it's, like I said, authentic, to repeat myself. But just wanting to put something out there. Hopefully that'll connect to other people, but I can listen to it as well and actually enjoy it.
Awesome. So what's your favorite song to perform?
There's actually a cover song that I love performing, Sweet Dreams.
Okay.
Yeah, I love that one. I always close my show out with that one. And then I also do a little rendition of Billie Jean by Michael Jackson.
Okay.
So I always like performing those two because everybody knows them. But out of my originals, I'd probably say Spinning in Time, just because that's my newer one that I've released.
Right.
And it can be kind of weird. I always try to set it up like, hey, this is going to be a slower song, just because, you want to bring that energy, and then, if people are, having fun and stuff, then we're going to dive into a little bit of a slower song, but then pick it back up right after. But I feel like that song always goes over really well, just in the connection of it. And so, yeah.
Definitely.
Yeah.
Do you have a song that's difficult to perform, whether technically difficult or connection difficult? Yeah,
I would say one, I Want You, actually, the one that was just played. I think I performed that one time, just because vocally it's very up, and it's a very obviously full band song, and so to play it acoustically is a little weird.
Okay.
And so I've done it with a band before, but I've never actually tried it acoustic. Now I'm trying to figure that out and kind of work through that, but I would say that that's probably one. And then usually if a song doesn't go over well, honestly, I'll usually pull it from the set list. That's kind of how it goes.
Right.
But yeah.
Do you have any favorite performances so far? I know you said Whiskey A Go-Go earlier.
Yeah.
Any others?
Honestly, I don't know if there's any specific that can come to mind. I'm sure there is, but nothing can come to mind now. But I do love performing a lot at. Of course, the Whiskey A Go-Go was cool because the energy was high. A lot of people filled the room, and it was just, again, a historic place.
It's the whiskey.
Exactly, it's the whiskey.
How did that come about, anyway? Because you guys were a young band.
Yeah.
Don't get me wrong. I'm not saying you didn't qualify, I guess. But what's for a young band? What's the?
We just paid them like an extra $100. No, I'm just kidding. No, the band, the three guys in the band that I had joined, had won the Proof Is in the Pudding competition.
Okay.
And so they had connections to the people at the Whiskey prior from that. And then I guess I was just very blessed and lucky to be a part of the right group.
Timing is everything.
Exactly. But besides that,
we need you to hurry up and learn these songs. We're going to the Whiskey. We're going where?
Exactly. Yeah. But besides that, I mean, I would say I honestly really love performing at coffee shops. With a few people there, just being able to kind of connect with them, especially when the coffee shop is designed in a way that the music is the main focus, because sometimes you can just kind of be in the background, which is fine too, but when the couches and everything are turned towards the stage, the chairs are towards the stage, and people are there to literally listen to music, but also in like that intimate setting, and you can share your acoustic songs, and you can share kind of the message behind the songs, and really just have like that one-on-one connection in a sense. Those are probably my favorite.
I have to agree with you on the intimate setting thing. That is, you see things from a totally different perspective.
Sure.
I'm sure from both sides after hearing you talk about it. But I went to one and was just totally blown away by the difference, and not a good or a bad difference, but and the band was, when they're on stage, they're on stage. When they're in that intimate setting, it's seems to have maybe a little more punch to it,
right?
As far as the intimate part.
Yeah. And believe it or not, that's when I get the most nervous. Is that when I'm playing in front of 2 or 3 people,
Right.
opposed to a couple hundred. It's
Well, because the focus is you.
exactly.
You don't. But always play for the one person
Yes.
standing in the back of the room.
Yeah, exactly.
Right, because I was at a venue and there was a guy standing in the back of the room.
Hmm.
And I walked by him a couple of times and looked at him as I approached, and I'm like, yeah, that's y'all better put your game faces on. I don't know who it was, but looked like it could have been somebody important.
Yeah,
So always 100% on game day.
for sure. I agree.
What's the craziest thing that's ever happened on stage?
We were shoot, I can't think of the name of it. Playing in different bars and stuff, you come across a lot of interesting individuals. We had some guy. I mean, a lot of people coming up to the stage and like dancing, trying to dance with you, or which is fun. We had some guy throw like probably 30 ones, and I was just on the stage, different things like that. But it's always fun. And I'm pretty patient with a lot of people, so when a lot of things like that happen, it's just part of the performance. But
yeah, it's people are interesting to begin with, and then you add alcohol.
Yeah.
Boy, oh boy.
Oh yeah. Yeah, definitely got to be careful out there. But
So, what's your favorite local venue to play at so far?
I really like the Rebel Lounge. Just the in the back they have that little green room, and coming out of there, and I always like. It might make me sound like a prima donna, but I always like having the green room and being able to come out on stage when people are, bringing up that energy. So I'd say that's probably one of my favorites, and because it's not too big, and so when people can fill out the room pretty easily, and every time I've played there, the energy has just been great. So I really like it over there.
Yeah, you can put 50 people in that front section,
Yeah,
where the stage is, and it looked packed.
exactly.
And it's just
exactly.
amazing.
Yeah.
It's a great place too, and it's I can't wait to see more bands there.
Yeah. Yeah. I agree.
Hopefully you get there.
Yeah,
If-
Actually, I was talking to somebody about it this morning. So
Okay.
hopefully soon.
Fingers crossed.
Yes.
Then we need to get you to the rooms.
There we go.
So if you could play any venue in the world, it's like I told one of my other interviews. I said, the Yeti wins the big lottery.
Yeah.
I'm going to take 4 bands, and
Yeah,
we're just
yeah.
going to go tour. I'm going to blow the money. I want to go on tour with 4 bands.
Yeah.
You're going. Where are we going?
Okay. Shoot. There's this probably is not my final answer if I really think about it. What's that place in Colorado? Red Rocks.
Red Rocks.
Man, I want to play there.
I'm going to quit asking that question in Arizona
beautiful.
because everybody wants to go play Red Rocks, and I don't blame you. I do not blame you. I'm not. It's.
No, of course. No,
I
it's such a
have
cool
yet
venue,
had the
though.
opportunity to go, and I know I'm missing out.
Yeah.
So hopefully, once my buddy in Vegas gets done with what they're doing, and then he comes down, maybe we'll actually get a Red Rock show
Yeah.
and get to have some fun.
Yeah.
But,
I mean, besides that, maybe going to somewhere in Europe or. I was just in Nashville last week.
Right.
So I'd love to go play out there. I don't know any specific places out there off the top of my head, but
you can do Wembley.
yeah. Yeah, that'd be awesome.
You do the Garden.
Yeah, I was gonna say that's where. Yeah. There's a lot of places I'd love to absolutely play. But
Well, hell, Garth Brooks did it. Let's go do Central
yeah,
Park.
let's do it.
And it's funny because you look at some of the places that have had big shows. Like I think Brazil's got the record for a live show.
Yeah.
As far as numbers of people.
Okay. Yeah.
And that's insane.
Yeah.
And I'm like, I know. There's too many people.
Yeah.
I'm going to end up in the back, and you're this big.
Yeah.
That's not fun.
Yeah.
I was there
Yeah.
But were you really there?
Yeah. Yeah. Exactly.
That's why I like the local music scene. You know,
Yeah.
you make it big, and anybody that's met you in any of those intimate settings, that is going to go places
Right.
in their storylines in history.
Yeah, that's true. That's very true.
In reference to you, and I think the local music scenes help. They don't help all of them. Stay humble, because there's some that don't.
Yeah.
But you know, it is what it is. But it is great that when you get that intimate setting and then it happens, it's just, you know, wow, I got to, you know, have a drink with him at the bar after his set. You know, whether it was at the Rebel or at the Blues or at the Rooms or you know, wherever. But
those are special moments for sure.
Definitely.
Yeah.
If you could specifically collaborate with anybody, past or present,
Okay.
who would that be?
Oh man. Well, when you said that,
would it be Ed?
No, I don't know. I don't know anymore.
Because he does it different. And that whole.
Yeah. For the simple fact of that he was my first inspiration, he would be one of them. Probably not the top. I absolutely love John Mayer.
Okay.
But
I like you more now.
Yeah. John Mayer, dude. Yeah.
I'm joking.
I would love to play with John Mayer. I think it'd be cool just because I've been compared style-wise, like look-wise, to Lenny Kravitz. I think it'd just be cool to be on stage with him. He's an icon for sure. So
definitely.
Yeah.
Were you going for that?
The look?
Yeah.
No. Actually, it was a couple of years ago. Somebody had told me like, "Oh my gosh, you look like Lenny Kravitz," and I'm like, I don't know who that is. Yeah, I know. And so this was maybe 5 years ago, which probably doesn't make it any better that I didn't know who he was. But after that, then there's even some pictures sometimes where I'm like, oh yeah, I can totally see that. But no, that was never my never my desire. It kind of just naturally.
Well,
happened.
No offense, you are a youngster.
Yeah,
and that's so. Have you met Del from Burn Bridges?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, love that guy.
Yeah, amazing.
Yeah.
So he didn't know who. Well, he may have known Lenny, but he didn't know. It's been a long day.
Yeah. That's all right.
He didn't know Jimmy.
Okay.
He didn't grow up listening to Jimmy.
Okay.
And then he sounds the way he sounds when he.
Yeah.
And it was just it's a thing. It's really cool. Sorry, Jimmy. Wasn't intentional.
Yeah.
I get brain cramps all the time.
That's funny.
Man.
That's okay.
What's the best thing about being a musician?
I think there's two things that come to mind. One, like I said earlier, it's really like therapeutic to me. So if I'm having a bad day or am just really feeling some type of way, I can just go into my room and just play music, and it really just helps me out. Even if I'm just strumming along and things like that, it just helps clear my mind in a lot of ways. But other than that, I would just say again, just being able to connect with people through the music, and I think it's a very unique way to be able to share your heart, and I'm very thankful that I've been blessed with the gift to be able to play music, because there's a lot that I have to say, and if it wasn't for music, I don't know exactly how I would be able to do that, but I'm thankful that that's my way to kind of communicate to people, communicate different things that are on my heart with people.
Okay.
Yeah.
Awesome. What's the worst thing about being a musician?
Being asked to sing at random times. No, yeah,
and stuff you're not familiar with.
Yeah, no, yeah. Here,
like
with
let me listen
gigging,
to that one real quick.
Yeah. The requests that come in when you're gigging, and then the disappointment when you have to tell them that you don't know the song. Honestly, I can't really think of anything. Maybe I haven't been in music long enough, but
Okay.
I haven't found anything yet that's like yeah.
All right. Well, we're gonna. Well, I guess I'm gonna take the intermission.
Okay.
I'm gonna let you sing the intermission
Perfect.
song.
Let's do it.
We'll do it live and acoustically right here on the Yeti Radio. Here's Mr. Kenyon France. What are we singing?
We're gonna do Spinning in Time.
Spinning in Time.
Yes, sir.
And he'll tell you all about it after the fact, right here on the Yeti Radio.
Where did it go? The time that we lost, the broken roads we never crossed. Did we lose touch to the things we once loved? Was it too much? Was it not enough? Wouldn't it be perfect if we were dancing amongst us? Every moment is forever, wherever we are. Spinning in time. Spinning in time. How do we know where this road goes? If we're lost and alone, will we find our way home? Fading so slow, losing control. When the curtains close, it's the end of the show. Wouldn't it be perfect if we were dancing amongst us? Every moment is forever, wherever we are. Spinning in time. Spinning in time. Spinning in time. Spotlight, mercy's burn. Wouldn't it be perfect if we were dancing amongst us?
Mr. Kenyon France. That is an absolutely amazing song.
Thank you.
I was thrilled when I got to play all your music.
Yes.
I was just like, wow. I love your voice.
Thank you.
It is awesome. So what's some of the best advice you've been given as far as being a musician?
I think just to continue being yourself. As I kind of hit on earlier, I think especially in the music industry, a lot of people can get lost in the industry, trying to sound like something, trying to fit the mold, and can become very unhappy with themselves in the future, or very unhappy with the work that they're doing because it's not necessarily something that they want to do, but it's more so something that's kind of expected of them, or something that's going to get them that success. And so I think that's the biggest thing for me, is just trying to stay focused on what's authentic to me, and just never lose sight of myself in this whole process, in this journey.
Awesome. So what do you do outside of music?
Right now I'm actually working at my church as a worship leader, so play music over there too.
Okay.
Yeah. And I mean, I really just stay busy with all of that. Yeah.
Want to give the church a plug? Where
Yeah,
you go to
the
church?
Gathering. The Gathering and Surprise. Check it
Okay.
out.
Have you ever wanted to stop?
Music. Mate, kind of.
I know it's not been a real long time.
Yeah.
But it's still.
I think there definitely has been times when it's I've kind of needed to take a break, just because I feel like it can become when you're playing a lot of shows and stuff like that, it can become more of a chore than exciting. And so whenever I start kind of feeling, I guess that burnout, or start feeling like this isn't fun anymore, I just try to get back to that, and maybe that means stepping back and kind of taking a little bit time away from playing shows, and or maybe that means just sitting down and writing again, without the purpose of being like, okay, I want this song to sound like this, but simply just writing what's on my heart. I think that's so there's a lot of times when it can start to seem like a lot. So I don't know if I've ever necessarily wanted to quit music, but there's definitely times when I've needed to kind of step back a little bit and reassess things.
Okay.
Yeah.
So what do you have going on in the near future, the far future?
Yeah. I got some gigs coming up. I am playing at a taco shop tomorrow night.
Okay.
Tacos Chilango. It's in Verado, I believe.
Okay.
Litchfield Park area, with all those new builds by Fry's and stuff like that.
Litchfield Park or Verado?
Well, I'm terrible with directions, so you can just check out my Instagram.
Okay.
It'll be on there. But other than that, I mean, I got some different gigs coming up. Not exactly sure where. I think I'm playing in Tempe Marketplace, Desert Ridge on the last weekend of this month. There's some different shows. I've been currently working on a acoustic EP. So what I'm wanting to do is I think I have 5 songs on Spotify. So I'm re-recording them, in the process of it right now. Re-recording acoustic versions of those songs, and then with one more additional original song, which will also be acoustic, but wanted to kind of put out a project like that. So I'm been currently working on that right now.
Awesome.
Yeah.
I look forward to that.
Yeah.
Because we just got a sample. And,
Exactly.
yeah.
There you go.
You'll have to tell me which ones you want on the station.
For sure. I will.
You briefly touched on it. Looking for any full band or putting anything together?
Yeah. I have been. Well, I wouldn't say so much now, but probably a month or two ago, I was actually playing with a band because I had talked to some musicians that I've known just over the years and stuff, and it was kind of a desire. I didn't want a band. I wanted more of like a KENYON France band. So a band that can come in and kind of play the my original music and stuff like that, opposed to more so of a cover band. And so just kind of going through that. I mean, we did an open mic together. We're just kind of trying that out and stuff.
Where'd you do the open mic at?
At Sozo Coffee House out in I think that's Mesa.
Yeah, it's out there.
East. Yeah. Yeah.
You're driving like the Yeti.
Yeah.
BFE and back.
Exactly. Always, man. Life of a musician. But yeah, so and I mean it was good. Things just it just gets busy and different things happen. I haven't necessarily been pursuing it so much where I've wanted to kind of force things, so I've just kind of let things naturally kind of come about, and it just didn't work out with that one. But then I've also been having success with just myself right now playing acoustics. I've just kind of been riding out that wave, and then hopefully soon. I mean, I love performing with a full band. It's fun.
Oh yes,
it's
definitely.
fun.
Well, and don't get me wrong, I love acoustic sets. I love solo stuff.
Yeah.
But studio for a band
Yeah.
is where the perfection is.
Exactly.
Where everything's T's are crossed, I's are dotted, punctuation's right.
Yep.
But then when you get on stage, it's about the music, but it's about the show. And that's one of the things when I go to, because I listen to the music all day.
Yeah.
And I know the music.
Yeah.
So, and that's fine.
Yeah.
Everybody, if they're a fan, or if they become a fan, they're going to know the music.
Yeah.
But the show is what's going to, because I'm from the generation of Kiss, Ozzy, Alice, and they were full on operatic production shows almost.
Yeah.
And it was just insane to. They're not quite like that anymore.
Yeah.
And
No, I agree.
it's not a good thing or a bad thing. It's a thing. But it's just a lot of fun when you get up there with the full band and see.
It is.
Because not everybody pays attention as close as the band does and catches your mistakes, which nobody out there caught.
Yeah.
Except for people like me that are standing there watching. But that's what I want to see.
Yeah.
When you make the mistake, how did you fix it and make them miss it? Because they miss it all the time.
Oh yeah, for sure.
I've been in positions where it's the same thing. I'm kicking myself in the butt after what we did, and because I know I made mistakes, and everybody you meet after the fact is like, "Great job, awesome, you guys nailed it." What were you watching? Yeah. Did you have a movie on your phone or something? Because I screwed the pooch on that one.
Yeah. That's funny. Yeah, there's been a lot of times actually where I've forgotten my own lyrics of my songs. So you just start making stuff up, or just go with it.
It's your song.
Exactly,
nobody can tell you can't.
Yeah. And then even with covers, even sometimes I'll just have to make up some lyrics of the verse or whatnot, and I'm like, I don't know, nobody noticed that. But if you just confidently go into it, usually you're fine with it.
So, as long as you get close, they're like, because they've already had enough drinks. They're like, they heard themselves singing it,
or they think they're the one who's wrong.
Right.
And then
that too.
Yeah.
But Del was the first one that ever told me that. I forgot he said he forgot the lyrics to an entire song, and he's like, so I just made it up as we went along because it's my song.
Yeah, there you go.
And nobody knew the difference. And I'm like, wow.
That's awesome.
That is totally amazing. So let's see. Hopefully, Rebel Lounge.
Yes.
Keep us posted on that.
Yeah. Because it was. I was invited to a songwriter showcase in November.
Okay.
I don't know
I've
the
heard
location
something about that one.
Yet. But so there's that.
I think that's going to be in Mesa.
Okay, I think you're probably right. If we're thinking of the same,
I think we're thinking about the same thing, because there's a couple of prelims coming up to that.
Okay.
That they're trying to, I guess, get what they're going to do right.
Okay.
As far as production wise.
Yeah.
And then have the big show.
Yeah.
In
that
the
sounds
end.
right. Yeah. So then in that same conversation, the Rebel Lounge was mentioned. So again, that was this morning. So fingers crossed that it kind of goes through. I think we're going to be in touch next week and then kind of go from there. But
okay.
Yeah.
Definitely.
Yeah.
God. And so you're on Instagram.
Yes.
You don't have a Facebook page.
No, just my personal page. Yeah.
Because I was trying to post the interview and mention you in it, but it won't. As my page, it won't let me mention you as the person.
Yeah. I used to have the music page on Facebook, and it was just, I don't know. I would repost on my personal page, and then get like more, like people would look at it more on my personal page than my music page.
Okay.
And so there was just a lot more traction on that. So I was like, I'll just stick to one, I suppose. But if you want to friend request me on Facebook, go ahead.
Let's see. Paul wants to know if you still perform with church faith-based band. I saw a clip and it was great. Yes.
I think that's probably from. So our church actually has an Instagram, and so they'll make different reels and stuff like that and post it up.
Okay.
Every weekend, so that's probably what that is from.
All right.
But
Awesome.
yes, I'm still part of that.
Awesome.
Yeah.
And let's see. Trying to think, because some of these questions are a little. I don't know how to put that, so I'll stop. Oh yes. Any creative blocks or anxieties when doing something, and how do you cope with them?
Yeah. I think I definitely get.
Besides pee and pray.
Yeah. Right. I think that's gonna be like some kind of like hash. That's gonna be like some kind of hashtag or something.
I had to make up for my oops.
Yeah, I think I definitely get writer's block, creative block often. Hate to admit it, but I also heard it like one time somebody had given me some advice. He said write every single day. Even if you don't have a good song, just write, and it's because when you're songwriting, it's working a different muscle. I heard it like if you're at the gym and you're doing curls and stuff, but you never do your legs, and then you go and hit legs, it's going to be a little bit weaker than your arms would be. So it was expressed, just keep working that muscle, and that should help a lot. So I've been trying to just kind of work that out, but. As a songwriter, I'm sure that a lot of people can relate that you're hard on yourself, when you're writing music. And,
of course.
And
you want it to be good.
Yeah,
you want it to be perfect.
Exactly. And then you can start comparing it to old songs or all that stuff. So you can get in your own way a lot, and I think I do that when writing. But I think and just wanting to be good enough. But what's ever good enough?
Very good question.
Yeah.
Well, and now that I've heard you say it that way, and I've heard a guitarist say it, let's just sit there and play and record everything that they're playing, whether it's good or not, because later on, it might inspire something else.
Right.
Or then you'll come up with the right tweak for it to actually fit in.
Exactly.
Same thing with lyrics.
Yeah.
Blah, blah, blah. That sounds like crap.
Yeah.
And you're over here writing something a month later, and you're like, wait a minute.
Yep.
You tweak here, tweak there, and it fits, and it's perfect.
Exactly.
So I get it, write everything down. Yeah, do it all.
Yep.
So,
it's
definitely
awesome. It's definitely helped me a lot, and just, but and then getting those bad ideas out of the way too. It helps with that as well. But yeah, and then. I mean, as far as anxiety, if you're, with performing and stuff like that, I get nervous, getting on stage and things like that. I would say probably not so much anymore, which my mom always said that if you're nervous, it means that you care. So if I'm nervous, I'm like, it's fine. But just trying to use that for good, I guess.
Well, absolutely. Yeah. If you're nervous, coming from my former careers. When you're not nervous, it's time to stop.
Yeah.
Because it's going to keep you on your toes. It's going to keep you fired up and ready. So definitely good stuff.
Yeah.
Got to keep the nerves on edge.
For sure. For sure.
So let's see. What do you consider a successful music career today?
I think probably my my answer to that, even like last year, would be different. I think just because a lot of my I guess desires with music has changed. I think honestly, if you're able to just again be kind of happy with where you're at, and like I think it just really depends on the person. I know for me. My goals and different things like that. You wanna set big goals and dream high, and so I think being able to do that. But I mean, the biggest thing, like I said, through my music is just being able to connect with people, and be able to honestly, touch people through my music, and even if it's after a gig and say there's 50 people there and 49 of them weren't paying attention, and then the one comes up to you after the show and be like, man, this really inspired me, or this really impacted me in a great way, then that's success in my eyes, because that's why I do it. And I think making sure to celebrate those small wins is important for me. But then also, just continuing to do things like, I'd love to, travel the world and, play music and get to that point where, it's just music full time and playing shows and to thousands of people and, hitting the road and selling merch, all that stuff, But again, it's celebrating the small wins in the process, and that's something I've had to learn a lot, because I could be so focused on where I want to go that I could miss where I'm at now, and so just being happy with where I'm at now, playing the smaller venues and enjoying that and enjoying the process, and then just knowing that as I continue, if I don't give up, then the sky's the limit, honestly.
Well, people don't realize that the small venues is where it starts.
Exactly.
It's got to start somewhere.
Exactly.
And that's it.
Yeah.
And it's pretty awesome. Just from a fan's perspective, some of the stuff that we've seen and got to do, and some of the people that I've got to hang out with, and thanks to them, got to meet some bigger stars from my past.
Yeah.
So that's totally an amazing thing.
Yeah.
I'm not one that's starstruck.
Yeah. But
I am a fan.
Okay.
But I'm not gonna scream and pull my hair out and oh my God, I love you.
Who's the biggest person you've ever met?
Ooh. Yow. That's a good question. Because I used to be a local stagehand. Okay. And
so I'm sure that I'm sure that you've seen
some of my favorite ones.
Yeah.
Carrot Top. Not a musician, he's a comedian, but still.
That's cool.
Toby Keith.
Nice.
Earth, Wind and Fire.
Okay.
Casey and the Sunshine Band.
Nice.
Harry Belafonte.
Yeah.
Gosh. Olivia Newton-John, the Pointer Sisters. Of course, I'm going way back.
Yeah.
But
that's cool though. That's cool.
But most recently, Mr. Young from Megadeth.
Mm-hmm.
He was at the Blues filling in for an LA band that was coming through town that some local bands got to play with.
Oh, that's awesome.
And that was really, really cool. In fact, he took his guitar cable and wrapped it around my neck and was choking me while he took a picture. So it was kind of cool. I'm like, all right.
That's an experience you won't forget.
Well, considering he's standing at the same height as me, he's standing on the stage.
Yeah.
So yeah, it's a whole lot of fun.
That's cool.
And when I got to work at Mandalay Bay in Vegas, I worked security, but I was work details for the event center.
Okay.
So yeah, when you do like the CMA awards,
oh yeah,
it's everybody.
Yeah. Dude, that's awesome, man.
And then we got to go take a report in one of the hotel rooms because the after party, somebody set a beer bottle down too hard and it shattered the glass top on the table, and I can't think of his name, and I'm sorry. But the lead
it's not
singer,
Jimmy, is it?
No.
Okay.
The lead singer from Incubus answers the door because they just got done playing.
Oh wow!
And I'm like, oh hey dude, I'm here to take the report. Okay.
Oh, that's
and
great.
Head housekeeping, they went and pulled out all the glass. And
Yeah.
they continued partying. So while we were there, and it was neat. It was
That's
really cool.
That's awesome. Man.
Weird stories. Let me tell you.
I'm sure.
But so that's about all for me.
Yeah.
I really appreciate this. It's awesome having you over.
Yeah. Thank you so much.
I've wanted this for so long, and I just everything gets.
Oh
and
yeah.
I'm like, and then wait a minute, I do have more questions.
Yes.
I have two more.
Okay. Let's hear it.
A musician in a B band or B musician in an A band? Everybody hates that one.
Musician. Ooh. I think. Shoot. My pride says A musician and B band, but B musician and A band gives you opportunity for growth. So I might choose that one.
We're gonna have to go with depends on the scenario.
Yeah, exactly.
That's the escape on that one.
There we go. I like that answer.
Well, and I heard that question asked. That's why it's not written down, and I have started to forget it. But I've seen the looks I've been given from some people that I've asked that question, and I'm like, sorry.
Yeah, that's a good question.
But no, it'll actually tell you what kind of person they are or what they're looking to get out of their career, and you're literally you're the one that's it depends on the scenario. You know,
exactly.
If you have to be the A and the B, you can step up and do that. But if you're the B and the A, let's take this and run with it and see what the hell happens.
Exactly. Yeah.
So what did happen in Nashville since we rescheduled the interview for this week because you went?
So
went there?
I was actually at a conference out there.
Okay.
With a couple of guys from a church, and we had it was a pretty last minute thing, but we had the conference I think started on Thursday. We got there on Tuesday.
Okay.
So we were gonna go kind of hang out in downtown. For 2 days. We had to wait at the airport for our rental for like 3 hours, so it got a little postponed.
Wow.
But nonetheless, we had a great time out there, and I met a few people because I was like, I would love to come gig out here, you know, and just play, and because there's music everywhere out there, you know. We were right across the street from the Titan Stadium. So we were at a cool spot, but we went downtown and there was literally a Taco Bell that was 2 stories and had live music down there. So I was like, man, go play at a Taco Bell in Nashville.
Right.
So hopefully soon though. Like I said, I met some people out there, you know, that have a few connections with some different places that book. So I'd love to get out there and, you know.
I think I got a couple of links to send you for that direction.
Okay.
And see if you can't get up there because I don't know. I don't remember if it's a Taco Bell or it's like that.
Really?
It's multiple stories.
Oh, it's very interesting.
One of them's got a live band playing.
Yeah,
and
it's crazy.
It's a Taco Bell.
And then like after 10
like
p.m. they closed down for it's like 21 plus. It's turned into like a bar and Taco Bell. Like, man, this
Taco
is...
Bell bar. Yeah, right. Add alcohol and all that stuff that's getting ready to.
Yeah, that's funny.
Nashville's got to be amazing, though.
Yeah, it was beautiful.
Just music on every street corner and everywhere in between.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it was amazing out there. I wish I could have spent more time, but like I said, that was my first time out there, so I'm planning to go back soon.
Okay.
Hopefully before it gets too cold over there.
It's not too bad over there. Just
well,
don't go any further north.
Yeah, like I said, 70 is cold to me now. So.
Oh yeah, definitely. My wife likes to keep the house at 72, and I have to walk around with socks on, and my toes go numb.
Yeah, that's awesome.
But it's definitely awesome. I just so much going on in those bigger scenes. You know, Seattle, the Pioneer Square, and Nashville, and the Sunset Strip.
Yeah. I through the airport, I mean, there's tons of people walking around with guitars and stuff. I'm like, if you feel that you're on top of the world in a state, go to, you know, LA or Nashville or something like that, you know, and then go see you'll be a small fish in big water out there. So.
You get humbleized really fast.
Exactly.
Yeah. You're not the only one there.
Exactly.
No, it's
cool though.
Yeah, definitely. Not been to Nashville.
You have to go.
I don't know. I don't know if it's Nashville or Memphis for me because of what happened there.
Yeah.
You know, back in the day. So that's where all the rowdies came from.
We try both.
Yeah, let's do both. Definitely. But again, thank you very much.
Yes, thank you so much for having me.
No, it's a pleasure and an honor, and I've been waiting on it. But I think I kind of wanted to wait after you got done with the interview with Penny and Travis. I'm like, yeah, we'll wait a little bit just to let something else happen.
Yeah,
with
there we
you.
go.
We got something fresh to talk about. I don't.
Yes, sir.
Because I'm not trying to step on toes. I love Penny and Travis. They took me under their wing. They taught me a lot, and I'm still learning every day. And I'm thankful to have them in my life, and everybody that I've got so far. They're starting to make my dream a reality.
Yeah.
So
that's awesome, man.
And it's just really, really fun.
Yeah.
So we're gonna close with
Let It Hurt.
Let It Hurt?
Yes.
All right. So what about Let It Hurt? Give us a backstory on it.
Yeah, so this is one of the originals I wrote. How long ago was it? I wrote this years back, so probably a few years prior to releasing it, actually. And the biggest story behind it, what it's about. I won't go too much into detail, but simply about being in a relationship, and two people, they're so comfortable with each other, so used to each other, that they would rather just let it hurt, let it linger, be in that, than let each other go. So simply about that, and kind of
I can relate.
Yeah. So kind of a cool song, but one of my favorites of my originals to perform, actually. So
awesome.
Yeah.
Here's Mr. Kenyon France live right here acoustically on the Yeti Radio.
We've been here before too many times. I've seen it all. You've heard all my lies. The constant pain. Yeah, we come back for more. Are you gonna run away? Or can we lock the door? Baby, let's let it hurt this time. We've drew the blood, we've done the crime. Baby, let's let it hurt this time. We don't have the heart to try, so let's just let it hurt this time. I know your deepest, and you know mine. We keep it a secret until we fight. Then we cause more pain. It's driving me insane. Please don't walk away. I can't let you be another's game. Hey, baby, let's let it hurt this time. We've drew the blood, we've done the crime. Baby, let's let it hurt this time. We don't have the heart to try, so let's just let it hurt this time. Let's just let it hurt this time. Oh, baby, let's let it hurt this time. We've drew the blood, we've done the crime. Baby, let's let it hurt this time. We don't have the heart to try, so let's just let it hurt this time. Let's just let it hurt this time. Let's just let it hurt.
Mr. Kenyon France. Thank you again, sir, for joining me tonight. It's been an absolute pleasure and an honor, and
thank you for having me.
And thank you for playing acoustically. I'm starting to get the hang of it.
There we go.
I think it's my third time, so fourth time. So yeah, I think I'm getting the hang of it. So I hope it turns out all right on the other end when we get to rewatch it. So, but thank you again, and look forward to anything else you got coming up, and we'll keep our eyes and ears open, and for sure, and then get ready for that EP. Are you going to make a? Are you going to have a CD with the acoustic EP, or?
Yeah, that's the plan.
That's the plan.
That's the plan.
Okay, I'll save you a spot.
There we go.
Awesome, everybody. Mr. Kenyon France right here on the Yeti Radio. Thank you very much, and have a great evening. We'll see you for New Music Monday, 8:30, right here. The time might change just because I've missed a couple of weeks, and the list is getting long, so I may have to make a way to get it all in there. But tune in Monday night, 8:30ish. Watch for the post just in case there's any changes. But it's the Yeti Radio. Thanks for joining me tonight. Good night.
The Yeti, the Yeti, the Yeti. The Yeti Radio. Powered by DavidLeeImaging.com. David Lee Imaging in the Titletown Music Archive. And the Live 365 app.